Thanks for tuning into this video, and today I want to talk about OWN's newest drama, Ambitions, that premiered last month on the network. I wanted to check this show out because everyone on Twitter that I follow was talking about it, and my soap opera General Hospital has been dry as hell lately, or for the last couple several years. The show does remind me of Greenleaf though, except the main family business isn't a church, it's a law firm. I mean, Lynn Whitfield's Lady Mae Greenfield reminds me of the main character in Ambitions, played by Robin Givens, who is known as Stephanie Carlisle. Also, Stephen Williams, who plays her father, reminds me a lot of Keith David's Bishop Greenfield. While Greenleaf's main focus is that family, Ambitions juggles quite a few families. Let me just say, Mayor Evan Lancaster, your behind deserves to be caught. Boy, you are being sloppy in those ATL streets, and you know you are being investigated by the feds, but you thought it was a smart idea to be there in person as you were having Roderick beat up by your goons. Roderick, ever the smart man, he was recording it the whole time on his watch. Roderick is currently dating the mayor's mistress slash baby mama, whose name is Bella True. Bella also recorded the mayor and her having sex. Right now, Bella and Evan, they are not together anymore because she wants him to provide her with a storefront in the airport, and he keeps telling her no. And girl, basically he is stringing you along. I mean, isn't he messing around with that blonde assistant that he has? They're into some dungeon stuff. Okay. Evan is married to Stephanie, and I believe she knows that he's having an affair, but I don't think she realizes it's with Bella. Maybe she just thinks that it's the assistant, but she's nobody's fool at all. I thought she was going to murk his ass in the first episode. She got so angry with him for the way he manhandled her. They present themselves as the picture perfect couple, but of course we know that it's not that simple. Stephanie also has to deal with Titus and Amara Hughes. Titus is so fine, oh my goodness, and Amara cheated on him. She cheated on him with some weirdo, and it seems as though they are recovering well from it, but Stephanie has called her ex-lover and brought him to Atlanta to throw them both off their game because right now they are currently in a lawsuit against each other. Titus is now working for a pharmaceutical company by the Purefoy family, who is very creepy. The way that the wife was looking at Titus in the first episode, like she was about to eat him up, it was nasty. I was very uncomfortable. I'm glad we haven't seen her since then, but I do not want to witness this woman making a pass at him. I really don't. I really do like Titus and Amara together. I really don't care what happened between him and Stephanie before. I wouldn't want to be with Stephanie if I was him. Stephanie just does not seem like the woman that he needs. Amara suits him wonderfully. I loved how they were playing Twizzler in the living room in one of the episodes, and they have a daughter named Deja. She came home and she spent time with them. I really like the family unit, and I hope Stephanie is not able to break that, as well as the ex-lover. I want to see them overcome. Stephanie also has to deal with Rondell Lancaster, who is her sister-in-law. She owns the restaurant Thelma's. It's a family-owned restaurant that her mother started, and now we have Greg Peters, who is trying to move in on the neighborhood, and he wants Thelma's place, and she's not selling. That man is like the devil, okay? A sexy devil. In the very first episode, Rondell held a knife to him, threatening him, and he pushed himself into the knife. I was like, ugh. Oh my gosh, you don't want to go up against a man who's gonna stab himself? But Rondell is not backing down. She's also been able to find herself a bit of romance, I think, with the local councilman. I did pull up the cast list and some names are missing. They're juggling a lot of characters right now, and it's just hard to keep up with all of these people. It seems as though Greg Peters is one of the biggest clients at the Carlisle Perkins law firm. I don't know where the Perkins comes in, but she keeps saying it. Stephanie is doing all she can to keep him as a client, and in the last episode he rewarded her greatly. Oh my gosh, she needed the D. She really needed some real good D, and he gave it to her, and it was pretty damn hot, even though it was blurred out, but he was ass naked. Evan and Stephanie, they do have a daughter. I believe her name is Chelsea, and she's messing around with the Purefoy's daughter, whose name I am not going to remember right now. I don't like her nasty ass attitude anyway. And then, the daughter, She's, you know, it's just the cliche relationship between Stephanie and the girl. She wants her to go into law school, to join the family business. Basically told her she's a trash ass actor, needs to find another profession. But I am proud of the daughter for standing up and being like, no, I'm not doing what you want me to do. I want to be an actress. That's where my passion lies, and that's the career I'm pursuing. So at least she stands up in that regard. And, you know, now they're having their little, affair, the Purefoy and the Carlisle girl. Wait until Stephanie gets wind of this, because they've been trying to push her towards another boy who's a family friend's son, and I think that mother's not gonna want that to happen because Stephanie is blackmailing her ass. Anyway, Chelsea was like, I want to go out and not just be a sex bunnies all up in your apartment. And I'm like, girl, you're not even telling your family what's going on, and you want to go out? Of course, they go out, their picture is taken, you know, that's gonna be all over the news. But hey, it'll create drama, and I do want to see where this is going. The show is good, but I will say it lacks imagination. It's just all been done before, and I don't know what more you could do to a drama to make it different from everything that we've seen. It even reminds me of Grand Hotel, which is a new show that's on ABC this summer as well. I tried to watch it, I couldn't get into it. It reminded me a lot of Ambitions. It had the same elements going on. The show is definitely worth watching if you want a guilty pleasure on a Tuesday night. I'm gonna keep up with the show because it's only 6 episodes in. I want to see if there's anything more of a shock value that's coming along. I want to see how these storylines progress before I decide if I'm gonna keep watching or if I'm gonna drop it. I don't have cable, so I am paying about $2.99 per episode. I'm glad that I get to support in that way, but I do want it to be worth my dollar. What I'm looking forward to seeing is how Bella is able to get back at Mayor Lancaster. He wiped out her apartment after she stood up to him. That was so wrong. He was so wrong for that to be so damn drastic and go against her the way that he did. I can't wait for that footage to drop on him and expose him. But it seems as though he is no slouch. But when it comes to Greg Peters, it's gonna be interesting to see how not only he handles this man on the business side, but on the personal side, as he is now stroking his wife in his office. There are also questions that I do have, because at the start of the show, we saw that Stephanie had a nightmare about her sister who OD'd on opioids, which is why the lawsuit against the Purefoys is happening in the first place. I want to know more about that story and how the sister got on opioids, or what's going on there. We haven't really gotten to know much about the Carlisle family yet. There are other siblings that she has that are not in the picture. Apparently they went off and they're living their own lives. Also, Evan and Stephanie have another child. I believe a son, and we have not seen him, don't know what he's doing. I can't remember his name. Titus is still affected by Stephanie. He still has feelings for her, but I have to applaud his self-control. He had a little daydream of reaching out and touching her, but he got up, he didn't even stay to have his drink. He was like, I gotta go home. And he went home, and his wife, when she came home, he was there waiting for her. What are your thoughts on Ambitions? Are you watching the show? Have you not seen the show? Thank you so much for watching this video if you stayed this long, and I'll see you real soon.